Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call tonight's meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, April 10th, 2012. We have not only a village board meeting tonight, but also a committee of the whole meeting following the board meeting. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I see Mrs. Booth over in the corner. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Would you please call the roll?
Present.
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 Present. We have a quorum. I know Frank is out of town this evening and indicated that he would not be able to attend. Our first item is under number 4 is a presentation by the Westchester Police Department. Chief Padlick, the floor is yours.
As we've discussed previously, we recently made an apprehension for the burglar that was terrorizing our residents. In early 2012, Westchester and surrounding communities were plagued by numerous daytime residential burglaries where the key offender entered homes and left undetected. Westchester police investigations worked relentlessly to gather intelligence and key evidence, which was shared with Westchester and area agencies. On 3/14, an officer stopped the suspect on Roosevelt Road based solely on the information generated by the Westchester Police Department Investigations Bulletin. Detectives assisted identifying the individual, who was found to have an active warrant and taken into custody. The subject was later interviewed by Lieutenant O'Hagan, Detective Sergeant Lamanna, and Detective Miklas, and subsequently confessed to his involvement in several residential burglaries in Westchester. Due to the persistence, attention to detail, and collective efforts of the Westchester Police Department Investigations Division, the resulting investigation led to numerous criminal charges, additional intelligence information, and the closure of several open burglary and theft cases in Westchester and neighboring communities. I'd like to present the Westchester Police Department Unit Citation 2, Lieutenant Mike O'Hagan. Also, Detective Sergeant Vincent Lamanna. And Detective Ronald Miklas. And for the person that started it all, on 3/14 at 12:25 p.m., while on patrol, Officer Sean Lyman observed a subject on Roosevelt Road who appeared similar to the description of a person of interest observed in the area of a burglary 3 weeks earlier. Officer Lyman initiated conversation with the subject and, acting on his instinct and experience, noted the subject to be very nervous as he spoke and provided his name. Officer Lyman, believing the subject was giving false information, worked with Westchester Police Investigations to confirm the actual identity of the subject. The subject was found to be wanted on an active warrant and taken into custody by Officer Lyman. The subject was subsequently interviewed, where he confessed to being the offender in several residential burglaries in Westchester over the past few weeks. Due to the persistence and professionalism of Officer Lyman, the resulting investigation has led to criminal charges, additional information, and closure of numerous open burglary and theft cases in Westchester and neighboring communities. I'd like to present the Westchester Police Department's Certificate of Commendation to Officer Sean Lyman.
Thank you. Good job, guys. we'll expect some future catches as well. So. Are there any more presentations this evening? If not, we'll move to item number 5, public comments and questions, to give as many visitors as possible an opportunity to speak, and in the interest of adjourning by 9. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes in length unless further time is granted by the board. Anyone that would like to speak to the board, please identify yourself by name and address for our clerk so she can indicate that in the village minutes. Would anyone like to speak? Please do. Okay, if not now, there'll be an opportunity in the committee of the whole as well. Item number 6, public hearings. I don't believe there's any.
No.
Item number 7, consent agenda. We have the record of bills, department meetings, approval of minutes, ordinance approving contract renewal for Senate tree service. Does anybody need anything pulled or adjusted? If not, is there a motion and a second to approve all those items? A
So
through
moved.
D?
Second.
Nick and Wally? Mrs. Booth, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Gattuso?
Present.
Mr. Novak?
Aye.
Mr. Perry? Mr. Sloan?
Aye.
Mr. Stecker?
Aye.
Mr. Yurkovich?
Aye.
Mr. Gloria?
Aye. Motion carried. All those items have been approved. And I know Rick and company are here today. We do have a little topic we're going to review a little bit on the emerald ash borer. I think there was some questions of the board, so if you wouldn't mind hanging around, maybe you could answer something if there is a question. Thank you, sir. Item number 8, active agenda. Is there anything on the active agenda this evening?
No, there's not.
Manager's report. Janet.
A very short report tonight. It is April 10th, and just want to remind everybody that you must purchase those vehicle stickers by April 30th.
Okay. Mr. Durkin.
No report this
Report
evening
for
for
you, sir.
open session.
Board members, reports and new business. How about, I know Frank did miss the EDC. Dennis, is Dennis in the house? Anything from EDC land?
Yeah, the EDC has been going through the data that was presented to the board for the strategic plan. They're doing sort of a mini SWOT in preparation to potentially making a recommendation to the board on proceeding with particular items on the strategic plan.
Okay. Thank you. Anything from the CAB?
Our next meeting is tomorrow at 7 in the community room, and Saturday, May 5th is our juvenile diabetes walk starting at St. Joe's. It starts at 9 o'clock. The walk actually starts at 9:30. Kicks off at 9:30. But the whole event's from 9 to noon at St. Joe's.
Everyone please mark that on their calendar, and hopefully we all can attend. Green Committee, Trustee Novak.
Yes, we have our meeting coming up on April 19th, I believe. We also have our recycling event coming on this Saturday, which again, to remind everybody, is the second Tuesday of every month. What? Sorry, second Saturday. Second Tuesday is our board meeting. 9 to 12 behind the post office, or the fire department / post office. We're going to be a little more organized this year, so nobody gets killed, and we're gonna have a good event. A lot of people have been coming. I think we're going to have a busy Saturday. We're also looking at for the Green Committee to do some work in the fest, have potential raffle for a rain barrel, and a couple other events going, and I am canceling the Tase Your Favorite Trustee event. That's not going to happen. So
You're sponsoring it?
no, it's canceled.
Oh.
Thank
It's
you.
not coming over the mic.
Trustee Gattuso with the Special Events Committee, I understand that we have several people that you have been soliciting to work with you in the Special Event Committee, and I'm sure if you have all their names, we could read them out. I know our Special Events Committee is working on the 4th of July parade, also some of the festival things and some of the future ideas of planning events for the village over the next year. So give us a rundown of who you'd like on your committee.
Janet, I just gave you a couple of resumes right there with those. The Nowickies, Jeff and Kathy Nowicki. Also, there is.
Want me to read them off?
Yeah, if you would, please. Yeah,
Miss Jackie Servin,
mm-hmm.
Nicole and Karen Luciano,
Right.
Tom Trizzolari and Tammy Trizzolari, Andrea Gattuso, Jeff and Kathy Nowicki.
Right.
These are all Westchester residents that,
Not all of them, Sam. Some of them are just in there helping to just give advice. The Westchester residents are Nowickis and Servin and Triviani's. Those are the Westchester residents.
Trizzolari?
Trizzolaris.
okay.
Those are the Westchester residents, Sam. The other ones are there just to give us a hand. As you know, Nicole and Karen were Westchester residents. They are now in the Grange Park. But they were there from the beginning with me, so I said you guys could stay just to give input.
Okay, advisors,
That's right.
advisors. Okay, does, I think Molly and Greg are going to be representing the staff, and I think that Keith volunteered today at the meeting.
Right, Keith Succi has expressed interest in being involved as well again.
Sure. Perfect. We will have a meeting Monday coming up. Okay, this Monday, what is it? Got the date on it. Monday, 17th? Thank you, Bob. This Monday,
April 15th?
16th, at the restaurant at 7 o'clock.
So Monday the 16th at
Yep.
Paul's,
At the restaurant at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m. I guess the first question, these nominations by me for this committee are certainly well-versed in the village of Westchester and certainly are volunteers to help us. Does any board member have any issue with any of these people that are part of this committee? If not, I would ask that we make the tacit appointment for this advisory committee. There's no decision-making other than the board's decision-making as things come to us through the chair of that committee, Paul Gattuso, Deputy Mayor. Anyone have any issues? If not, I don't know if we need a motion or second, but I'd like to certainly appoint all these people to be on your committee and work in the thing. I don't know if we need anything.
If you're going to vote on it, we'd have to put that over to the next meeting. But I don't recall if we voted on anybody being appointed to this
Okay.
committee.
They were brought to
Brought the attention and,
Yeah, it was
the-
just
oh,
a presentation
actually, what I'm
in the
looking
past.
for is approval from the board, as we've done in the past. If we have everybody's approval, then move forward without the formality.
Without objection, yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
seems to be it. With that in place, are there a few highlights that you'd like to share?
Right now, we're working on something for after school. We're trying to get something together for the kids to give them some kind of fun. So we've been brainstorming about a couple things to do, and we're going to bring some more things forward on that. The Fun Fest, putting things together of volunteers to help with the beer and wine and ticket sales and pop sales. We have a lot of volunteers for that. We're looking at concerts in the park, or concerts at the parking lot. You know, we've got some bands lined up that we'd like to have on a Thursday night, maybe once a month. We're trying to line up some bands like LaGrange Park does, and they have a band every Wednesday night from 7 to 9. So we're working on that right now. I'm getting a budget together to bring to Janet and see if we can do that maybe once a month in the parking lot there, and also a movie night. We'd like to host a movie night, if we could, in our little room that we have in the shopping center there. Be it that it's pretty long, and it probably would do well with a good movie in there. We'd like to do it outside in the parking lot, but being at the time, it doesn't get dark till 9 o'clock in the summertime, you know, we probably use the inside. We were looking at like a big garage sale, things like that we were trying to do to help in different areas. Those are some of the things that are on the table. We still have some more discussion going on. Monday, we're going to try to wrap the parade up. With the parade, we have a lot of things still in the air. One of the things is that we got the SCORE radio is going to show up. Due to the help of Nicole Luciano, she helped me get those, and hopefully some little surprises with some of the Blackhawks and things like that. So until I get it all finalized, that's what we've been working on.
Great, thank you. Any other board person have anything to share?
I got engaged.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations,
Yeah, thanks.
I guess are in order, or condolences
She said
to-
yes.
to Catherine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He did a good job on the ring.
Oh, thanks.
She said yes to you?
Yeah, she said yes.
Oh, wow.
I
But
see
she
how
hesitated.
happy all these guys are, and I want that. So
It's great. Great. Come on in, the
I
water's not
won't-
deep.
I'm not gonna comment.
Water's not deep.
This is while the tape's rolling.
yeah.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
I think marriage is a fine institution.
Institution.
No
I'm on
comment.
tape.
President's report. We went down to Springfield with the West Central Municipal Conference. Nick was there at the location. Frankie was there as well. I think we had a great couple of days. We were able to stop at IEPA and have a conversation with the IEPA regarding opportunities for either grants and or low interest loans, and some timetables that we were unaware of, that we were able to submit some of our projects by the end of March. And also there are some projects that have some deadlines before July 15th on a first come first served basis regarding water replacement issues. So I know Hope is working feverishly to get that in place, so at least we could make some applications for some things that we didn't know were able to be applied for. We also stopped at the CMS, Central Management Service, and the LESO program for equipment that was surplus. We made a contact there and got on the list. I know the police department uses the LESO on a number of occasions and has purchased through that. But there's also estate purchasing for paper and other ancillary items, generators and stuff that we looked at. They were pretty picked over. That it's pretty much 10 cents on the dollar. And depending on if you pick it up, it may even be 5 cents on the dollar. And there's a whole host of equipment that's out there. And it would probably take days to kind of go through the list. So if we're looking at something in specific, this is all government surplus and military surplus, and they're rated in different categories, good, fair, poor, et cetera, which has price tags. So that was another contact. We met with all the legislators that we could. We certainly pressed Mrs. Yarborough for the money in the capital bill. We talked to Chris Nybo as well. We also made a contact through Trustee Stecker of State Representative Ann Williams, and a whole entourage that was doors that were opened up in the legislative side through Ms. Williams, which I wish to compliment and say thank you to, that she's going to assist us in well in trying to get our capital money to us, or at least some type of routing numbers in that. So hopefully it'll come to fruition, and we'll get some of the money that's on the table so it doesn't get lost. Additionally, I did receive a call from Westchester Baseball today. I didn't respond back as yet, but they are having their baseball parade this Saturday. I know it conflicts with our recycling event, and I know a host of us do work the recycling every month and have in the past. So if you are available, please let me know, and I will contact the person that's running that and find out more details and share that with you. I believe it also kicks off around 9 o'clock, so there is a timing conflict with that.
Till about April 14th.
This, I think it was Saturday, he said.
I'll
This,
be at the
this Saturday. I'll, you know what, I'll check. I thought it was this Saturday. If it's a different Saturday, if it's like the 21st or something, I'll find out it as well. I understood it to be this week, but I could be incorrect. Other than that, I have something else. Oh, special board meetings. Thursday, the 12th, and Tuesday, the 17th, we have special board meetings to talk about the budget. And what I would suggest that, Paul, in your in your 4th of July stuff, that you have some numbers in the game. And I would think that in the CAB, Green Committee, and also EDC, I know Frank is not here, but if there's something that they're looking to do, I'd hate to not be able to budget for it, and then all of a sudden it's something that they're looking for throughout the year that we are unable to fund, even though it's a great idea. So I would ask each of you that are on a committee to get a wish list of sorts together so we can try to discuss these things not only on Thursday but also on the 17th before we finalize our budget. Okay, pretty much that's all I have. I don't know if, Jana, you were going to mention it, the WCMC. We all probably should have got an email that the executive meeting is May 11th. If you're able to attend, they're going to announce the Green Intelligence Award that night, of which we are a candidate for our recycling efforts that we're doing to date. So if any board person is wanting to go, it's at the in Rosemont at the Convention Center. Please let Janet know so we can get the appropriate number of tickets to attend.
And a special note that President Puglia will be installed as the president of WCMC for the upcoming year.
Uh-oh.
So
Will there be a
congratulations,
speech?
Sam.
Oh, no.
A short speech.
Okay.
No, there is no such thing as that.
Tomorrow, I'll be doing a taping with the MWRD and Jeff Tobolsky over flooding issues that are affecting our area, although not this year as yet, and hopefully not. But there's a PowerPoint presentation that the MWRD put together that I saw that I thought would be of value not only to our community but other communities in the West Central area. And we've arranged to do a taping in the village of Addison tomorrow. Greg Riebel and myself will be attending. I'm not sure if Janet's going to be able to be there as well, but we have Mr. St. Pierre, who is the new executive director of the MWRD, and one of the engineers that put the PowerPoint together, myself and Jeff Tobolsky, as a representative, as he is the current president of the WCMC, mayor of McCook, and also our county commissioner for the 16th district. So we're going to ask some questions of MWRD of what their plans are, what they're looking for in the future, and where the TARP project is, which everyone hopefully knows is the Deep Tunnel project. And we're going to make a video out there and distribute it to the West Central, and it will be available on our cable channel and other cable channels that are out there if the community so desire. Baseball parade is the 21st, I'm sorry. So April 21st is the baseball parade. So
Okay.
and if we can make it, we'll make it on the 21st. I don't have anything else. I see there's an executive session. I believe we want to have something after the community of the whole meeting. Is
Yes,
that
and we'll
correct?
keep it short.
And that is for personnel or litigation? What do we?
Personnel.
Or both? Personnel, okay. Okay, with anything else for the good of the order? If not, is there a motion and a second to adjourn our board meeting this evening?
So moved.
Second.
By Brian and Nick. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition, say no. Our board meeting is adjourned.